should we do all three of the Rogan ones? And like, what's the sequencing of these?
We'll just go dumber and dumber and dumber.
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah.
So here's Joe Rogan. And he's had a moment where he said this before too about immigration, but there is such a lack of thinking here. It's fascinating that this is like this is like.
What does he dress as? Is this a priest costume?
Looks like a Star Wars outfit.
It's a priest costume. Whenever Duncan Trussell's on, they dress up.
Oh God, I'm sorry you know
It's
that.
a bit.
Part of the job.
The immigration thing, the way it looks is horrific. It looks, when you're just arresting people in front of their kids and just normal, regular people that have been here for 20 years, that everybody who has a heart can't get along with that.
No.
Everybody who has a heart sees that and goes, that can't be right.
I don't think
That can't be right. That can't be the only way to do this.
Right.
Because you have to think, look, yeah, we have to have a border. Yes, it should have been secure. Yes, they should make sure you know who everybody is.
All right, pause it just for 1 second. I just wanted to like unpack all this level of complete thoughtlessness and stupidity involved in this. Half of the undocumented immigrant, or I should say half of the unauthorized people in this country who are undocumented immigrants or he perceives as illegal immigrants, they didn't cross the border. They came in with papers and just stayed. Mm-hmm. That's just like one thing. Like this is not about securing the border.
Invasion.
Unless you're like going to put RFID chips in people as they come in with their papers. That's stupid. And when he says like they've been here for 20 years, well, okay, what's the cutoff going to be? Yeah. Like, what are we going to do with the cutoff? Like, are we going to do it at 20? Like, if you've been here for 19 years, you get to stay. What if you've been here for 10 years? Mm-hmm. 5 years? 2 years? Like, what if you have family here? Like, everything he's saying is just so dumb and thoughtless. And what did you think was going to happen? Like, what do you think was happening before? And what did you think was going to happen after Trump? Like, the idea that the Biden administration was just letting Obama, they're just letting criminals run around and not going after them. It's absurd. It's absurd. But Obama deported more people than Trump has.
Well, what's the actual problem being solved here? Is it the country's getting too brown, or is it the economy? Like, right? Like, it's never addressed which one it is. And, like, it's clear that what's being done now is because the country's getting too brown.
Yeah.
Well, it's mission creep. The whole thing is mission creep. What's striking to me about this is that Rogan sounds like a Democrat. This is what Democrats say constantly.
You should
yes, the border needs to be secure. Of course I believe the border needs to be secure, but the way it's being done is really bad. Well, is the border insecure? No, it's not, actually. Are there criminals in this country? No, there actually are not, to the extent that you think there are, right? And there
Immigrants are less likely to do crimes.
Like, exactly. What about, where are all the drug busts that we're missing out on? How come we don't have that footage of all these,
it's amazing how
parents with their
Trent
kids?
Agua, they hide in mom costumes and
Yes.
grandpa costumes. Like, the idea, if we're rounding up Trent Agua and dangerous criminals, where's the footage? Because they're always with a camera crew. Where's the footage of the shootouts?
Yeah.
Where's the guns being fired at? Where's the knife that was pulled on a nice guy?
It's very Antifa hospital
They all have
raid.
camera crews. Like, how is it that they've been rounding up all these people and we haven't seen one single incident of anybody fighting back except for a guy in a dinosaur costume using telekinesis to push the ice bank?
Frog. Also, can we perfect Tren de Aragua?
No, I'm not doing that.
Aragua.
I don't, no.
Aragua.
No.
Sí se puede. Sí se puede.
All right, let's hear like him espouse like sort of these heartfelt concerns because, dude, what we're seeing right now is as much a product of your work. Like, if your work has done anything, it has brought us to this point. Outside of like, maybe educating people on
Remember when he posted,
MMA.
after deliberating very hard, I've decided to support Donald Trump?
Yeah.
What was that deliberation like?
you have to think.
Is that a bong?
Yeah, we have to have a border. Yes, it should have been secure. Yes, they should make sure you know who everybody is before they get in.
Yeah.
But when people been here for 20 years, like, come on, man. That's crazy. Like, let's find a way. If they've been productive members of society for 20 years, no criminal record, they worked the entire time, they paid taxes. Find them a pathway to citizenship. Find a way where you can do this thing that you want to.
It's called amnesty, and they just become a citizen.
Yes.
Like
What's the pathway?
Again,
like,
you
what
sound
more do
like
you
a
want them to do?
centrist.
They've been here for
You
20
sound like a
years.
centrist.
Listen what he's saying. They've been here for 20 years. They're working hard. They're raising children.
Never committed a crime.
They're never committed a crime.
Pay taxes.
We got to find them a pathway to
A
citizenship.
yellow brick road.
What would that pathway look like? Okay, this is what it is. You got to figure out a scavenger hunt.
It's like Dora the Explorer.
Yeah, first you need to go to a trust camp, and you need to climb the wall with the rope. Like, what's the pathway? The pathway is you've already made the pathway. That's it.
Congrats.
They're productive members
But
of
also,
society.
these are people. What's so ironic about people like Rogan
Skin dye.
who hate bureaucracy. They hate big government. Their whole shtick is being anti-establishment, right? Walk a day in the shoes of an immigrant navigating the immigration system in the United States of America. You want to see bureaucracy? These people are the most tracked, the most followed, the most check in with X, Y, and Z office of any American, right? Like of any of us. We could not fathom, most of us can't even pass a citizenship test. So like, it's insane to be like, oh, and they're not, because you don't know about the immigration system in this country. No. You've never talked about it on your show before. And I'd like to hear an effing, I'm sorry for misleading my audience about this. I guess I shouldn't have endorsed Donald Trump because it was so clear that this is where it was going.
Keep going.
Worked the entire time. They paid taxes. Find them a pathway to citizenship. Find a way where you can do this thing that you want to do, which is keep terrorists and cartel members from getting across the border with drugs that kill 100,000 people a year. Okay, but also
Purdue
have a
Pharmacy?
fucking heart.
Right. Did Purdue cross the Rio Grande?
Because if you don't, you're not going to get anybody on your side. If you're doing this stuff publicly, throwing women to the ground, handcuffing people, just for existing on the wrong side of the dirt. Not a criminal. Not the only crime they ever committed was coming over here as a kid.
Not
a
They
crime.
probably didn't even know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, man.
This, a lot of kids got snuck across when they were already born in Mexico. And they've grown up their entire life in America. They can't even speak Spanish.
Snuck
and they
across.
could get sent back.
Because their parents are the criminals.
Yeah, it's called DACA. And incidentally, it's not a crime to cross the border.
By the way, that clip is so inflammatory to his fans. If you go on his YouTube channel, they are furious with him.
They're furious because
This liberal horseshit that he's spewing. Yeah, they're furious. They're like, I'm so sick of rich people who aren't feeling the implications of unfettered immigration, just telling me I need to have a heart.
Yeah, it's not what you're feeling, idiot.
I mean, we are at supposedly net zero immigration right now. In fact, border crossings supposedly at an all-time low. Immigrants coming into this country at an all-time low, and joblessness is going up.
But this is the mission creep. This is and Vance did this on the campaign trail, which is, these people are taking your jobs. They're taking your housing. They're the reason you can't have affordable housing is because of immigrants. And they're going to keep on hitting this button unless Democrats actually have a working class agenda for them.
Exactly. And also an actual position on immigration.
And
that is able to be articulated to people. Here is Joe Rogan. We're going to go from dumb to dumber. Here's Joe Rogan, just how you don't automatically know this as even the most casual sort of consumer of news is so beyond me.
Especially as Joe Rogan is somebody who's taken phone calls from the Vice President of the United States on this exact topic.
But this is fascinating. This is where Joe Rogan begins to realize that, it's the Democrats who are trying to get the Epstein files released. I kid you not. Incidentally, Mike Johnson not swearing in Grijalva, because she represents the 218th vote for a discharge petition, which forces a bill to the floor saying all the Epstein files are released. Here's Joe Rogan, apparently, and this is from October 9th, right? Like, this is contemporary.
Yes. Yeah.
This isn't from
October 9th, 2016.
2012 or something.
This is saying that the Democrats want it to come out and the Republicans don't. And party lines. Let's ask Perplexity, why won't they release the Epstein?
So I was going to, there's Eric Swalwell, who's, I guess.
I read it wrong. Read it wrong. No, okay, so the Democrats were not. The Democrats were pushing this. The Republicans fought against it. Okay. I fucked that up. So
yeah, well, I mean,
so they just voted along party line. So they're probably told to do this.
Right. So what the fuck's in there, man?
Well, so then they've been.
Okay, hold on for a second. I just want to help Perry Mason out here.
Headphones on a potato.
It has been widely reported that the White House was whipping against this vote for weeks. Mike Johnson widely reported that he dismissed Congress for 5 weeks over the summer to avoid this.
Well, that's a disgusting lie. That's insane.
And this is the Epstein files. Like, what is this guy paying attention to? It's unbelievable. Okay, it seems to be somebody's telling them not to vote for
No, he
this.
immediately does a whataboutism. Oh, okay, so now they only care about Epstein because Trump's in power. This is what the right's been saying. You know, since the Democrats have voted this way, have made it an issue, is like, you just care because it's Trump. And it's like, that that now he's president. It's like, yeah, but also, there's nothing like a beautiful friend. What is it? I can't remember. A friend is a wonderful thing to have. Every day is a new secret. Mm-hmm. Also because they were best friends. Anyway.
Go back a little bit and play this.
Democrats were pushing this. The Republicans fought against it. Okay. I fucked that up. So 51 to 49 is crazy. Cool. So they just voted along party line. So they're probably told to do this.
Right. So what the fuck's in there, man?
Well, so then they've been, not only is the government shut down right now, I think that might affect it some, but they're in recess, Congress is. And so Eric Swalwell said this stuff today. Again, it might not be true.
That might not be true. We got to be skeptical, guys.
This week, and they confided that Trump's movement support is fading. As one told me, this Epstein bomb is about to drop, and no one wants to defend a pedo protector. It's just a matter of time,
like
Swalwell said in a thread. One Republican just texted me that if there's a discharge vote on Epstein, they expect a jailbreak of over 100 members. Trump will go nuts, he added.
So they said, this further goes on to say that if they get back, that this is the first thing on the docket, and that's sort of what's holding them back in recess right here.
Wow. Watching wild history in real time.
Dude.
This is a wild scene.
That's totally wild.
Crazy.
I can't believe this.
Things happen, man. Anyway.
Meanwhile, his listeners are mad about his immigration.
Exactly. They're still so steamed about the fact that he was like upset about mothers being, slammed to the floor. All right. If you're wondering what is going on, and again, the most viewed show in the country, at least in the run up to the election, right? Where, and capturing the imagination of all of media, and the Democrats are like, we've got to find our own Joe Rogan. Here's a little insight into how this guy's brain works or doesn't work. This is a clip of, is this from The Dollop? It's Dave Anthony.
Shout out.
And Gareth Reynolds.
Shout out.
Gareth Reynolds.
Love y'all.
Dave and I used to be friendly, but we got into a fight around the 2016, I think it was, election.
Was it door related?
Yes, it was.
No,
yes,
that's sad.
It is sad. I always liked Dave. I've known him for a very long time. And Dave was a writer on The Maron Show.
Oh, shit.
And
I knew that.
This is a story of when at one point, and Maron's show was about him as a podcaster, And so, the show would often deal with like podcasters and other podcasters and podcasts and whatnot. And here's Dave telling a story of one of the episodes of Maron they were hoping to write.
When I worked on Maron, we were looking for someone to do a guest role, like athletic guy, to try and get Mark in shape. And we were like, what about Rogan? He's like a big athletic guy. So the two showrunners were like, all right, if we go out to a guy like this, who's kind of big, we should be very careful with how it's written. And so they went through all of his old interviews and magazines. They took actual things he had said from the interviews and put it into the script as if like that's his beliefs. Right? That's what he thinks. Maron sends Rogan the script, and Rogan calls up Maron, and he's furious. And he's like, what are you doing making me look like such a fucking idiot? Because Joe Rogan doesn't know what the fuck he's saying most of the time and just babbles shit. And so when he sees it written, he's like, man, this guy sounds like a fucking moron. That stuff you said.
Yep. I love this.
I mean, that's the reveal at the end of the movie on how a country just completely, like, literally got lost. Like we don't know where we are. Mom, I don't know where I am. Like, I don't have a map function on my phone. I don't know where I am.
You come pick me up.
Pick me up. I don't know where I am.
I'm so cold.
I'm freezing cold. I have no idea where I am. And people don't seem to speak English around here.
It's raining. I thought that didn't exist. I didn't know weather was a thing.
My theory on his bipolarity is the distance between his testosterone injections is depending on which Rogan you get. The one who cares about immigration is far from his testosterone shots
at the beginning of the month,
and the one is
if
very
it's gone
angry.
3 weeks, he's like starting to get weepy, and I really feel bad about the immigrants.
Whereas the day after he gets a shot, he's like, why don't they just start shooting?
I'll sign up myself.
Exactly. We got to do this.
So when he's a soy boy, he's got empathy.
Exactly.
I heard someone describe Rogan, I can't remember which comic it was, say that he's someone who's so open-minded, his brain is leaking out of his skull.
That sounds...
that was years ago. But now...
That's a real thing.
Yeah, that's a real thing that I just read
I think he's
and now
all
understand.
Skull. I think it's a 100%
Yeah.
skull.
Oh, there's no brain left. It's all skull.
Like the ghost of a brain.
The testosterone actually it carries like the electrical charges. That's the only thing in there.
He's got T-brain.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but for real, and the right is so obsessed with testosterone. They're all on replacement. RFK's on replacement.
They're all gloating.
Totally.
Sam, we were talking off show that if we could disrupt the testosterone replacement supply chain,
that's
we would
exactly
save this country.
Just slightly dilute the dosage.
Yeah.
Honestly, like that's the talk about what Antifa should be up to. That's where it's at.
I would
right
put
there.
a little bit of psilocybin just to replace it. Just a little bit.
Exactly, microdosing. Yeah, no, I'm going to do that. I feel like I'm, like 12, 15 years out. I'm going to do it.
From
getting
replacement?
on the TRT, of course. I want to be able to do like 65 push-ups when I'm in my 70s.
In jeans?
Yeah. Who cares? Who cares what I'm wearing?
Yes, the only gender-affirming care they believe in.
Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.